Algorand stuff, more about how you get a website uh, onto Google, Bing, and other search engines. And in this portion, I'm going to show you what I use to create my website, and the two additional tools that I had to get to one to really verify that all the links are valid on the website with no broken links, no redirects, that kind of stuff. And the other tool was to create a sitemap. Now, I originally did not have a sitemap. I was led to believe by looking at various articles on the web that a sitemap would really help you. I have yet to see that it really helps me, but then I have a really tangled mess on Google and Bing. Bing is better than Google, but nonetheless, there are two additional tools. And I'll also talk about robots.txt. And the last thing is a disavow file where you can disavow backlinks to your website. In my particular case, since I have something on Google and I have something on Bing and other websites, there are some old backlinks that refer to pages which no longer exist, and I do not want to do page redirects at my server level on those things. So I'm just going to disavow those backlinks, saying they're not valid. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I use. I'm going to show you how I have to upload it to the server. I'm going to show you what I use to verify my links. I'm going to show you how I create a sitemap and how I get it on my website. That's the intro for this. Okay, here I am. Oop, I don't need that there. Here I am on my home page, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you what I use to create my website. And I have Microsoft Office front page, and it's a really old program, but it does work. I'm going to open up my site. Here it is, and this is what I see. The main index is the home page of the website, and these are all subfolders that have various related to the name of the folder. So I have and I will show you what this is what my home screen looks like, and each one of these icons goes off to a specific subfolder. Okay, and I can come back to my website, and I want to go look at the remote. On this panel, I have what's on my computer. On this panel shows what's on the server. They should be literally identical. I can upload anything I want up there. I can pick a single. For example, I'll take the index page, which I showed you as my home page, and I can publish select files. And it will FTP up, and it changed over here. It should show you on the index file right here. If I look over at it, it was, I didn't change it from yesterday, but anyway, 20, yeah, there it shows that I was modified on the 26th today. I didn't change anything, but I uploaded it. So on this panel, I can see what's on my computer, and on this side, I can see what's on the server. And I can publish anything from here, including the whole folder, over to there. That's what I have. And under here, if I go back to the folders, I have option here to, let's see, view reports. And I can do site summary, and then under site summary I can do look at all files. Files. Let's see, files, problems. I'm not getting a site. Oh, I got to go back to folders to do that. And then look at view reports, site summary, site summary. All files, no. I'm on reports here, but oh, finally it came up. So this is all files on my website. I can look at problems and I'll show unlinked files. These are supposedly unlinked files, and if I hit up here I can do, let's see, I want to unlink files, I want to, the problems was unlinked files. Ah, here we go. These are supposedly unlinked files. Now up here I can click this and it says verify hyperlink, and I want to verify a hyperlink, and I want to do verify all hyperlinks, and it will start, and we'll go down through and check to see if those hyperlinks are in fact valid. Okay, that's some of what I have on my tool for front page. You should have similar tools available to you no matter what sort of website builder you are using. WordPress, I guess, is really common right now. I didn't use that. I started a website 20 some years ago, so this is what I have. Okay, so that lets me check stuff, but I need another way to check it. So I bought a program called Insight, which I'll click on, and it's a more thorough check. It checks what the server says. And here you'll see I've already got, this is my project name, and here is my web address, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push go, and I'm going to delete all the old contents, and then it is going to start scanning my web. And where is it? Okay, I can click here to verified links. It has various things you can look at right here. For instance, link arrows, there's one, and that is an external link arrow to X, the X website. And I don't really care if it is a link arrow at this point. Verified links, this is showing you these have all been crawled, if you will. And that's something you can specify in the tool, is what tools you use to crawl it. And here's Facebook.com, and that one was an external reference, and it's okay. But it is verifying all of my links, and redirected links are here, and the destination permanently redirected. I don't have a problem with that. Verified links is up to that. Now, in my particular case here, I wanted to check everything, so it will get done here in a minute. It doesn't take that long. It depends how many Google bots I told it to use to search. And now it's finished. Okay, and I had 2 link errors, and they're both related to external links, Barnes and Noble and whatever. That's the tool that I use to verify my links were solid. Okay, so you need something like that if it's not built into your tool. The other tool that I have is called Sitemap Creator, and what it does, and this is going to come up in a second. Here we go. There's my project. Now, if I do advanced here, I have the option of doing various things. For example, the general is I'm going to generate priority values, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to detect canonical URLs. I do want to do that. Additional URLs, no. Domain aliases, I don't have any. Domain aliases is if you had one website, but it was known as www.u, one was called u, one was called blah 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 dot .u. You could put all those domain aliases underneath of there and it would search them. This is images. I'm telling it to include all images in my sitemap. The crawler, I have told it I want to use Googlebot, and maximum file size, I'll leave that set, and you can change the number of bots that you, up to 25. The more you use, the less time. Here's a crawler timeout. 30 seconds. If it tries to fetch a page and it doesn't come back within 30 seconds, it's gonna highlight that it's a link error. Okay, so this is all for me to set up to get a sitemap, and I'm going to say go, and it's going to say, you want me to clear the old stuff? And I go yes. So now it's going to create a sitemap for me. And here it shows a number of sitemap pages. Here's a number of sitemap images. I don't currently have any videos. So it's in the process of creating. And in this particular case, this program also puts a priority on how often these pieces of the website should be recrawled. From my point of view, hopefully showing Google also how important it is to update or recrawl a portion of your website. So it's in the process of creating me a sitemap in XML. You can create your own sitemap using ASCII characters. A text sitemap is now done. It's done, but I haven't yet, and I have to, in my particular case, I have to click sitemap. It says I want an XML format. I do want the image sitemap. This is where I locally store it on my hard drive, okay? And I have set up so that the sitemap that I created just then is going to be stored here, but it also is going to be FTP up to my website, and it's going to set on the home page at ronstoltz.com/sitemap.xml. That's where it's going to go, and that's where your sitemap has to go, on the root directory of your website. You should also highlight the location of your sitemap in your robots.txt, which I'll talk about now or in a later one. So I'm going to hit OK, and down here it's upload was successful. So that sitemap has been uploaded to my server and is available to search engines. I also have a copy of it on my disk. So I've now done, no, I'm not going to save it. So I've got everything. Now I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to go to Google Search Console. And I'm going to come down to Sitemaps. And I loaded one yesterday. I'm going to give it another one. I'm going to submit another one. And here I type in and this is the location for my sitemap, and I hit submit. And it's submitting a sitemap, and it says successful, and it says couldn't fetch for some reason. I don't know why that's true. Did I mistype it? I'll try it again. Something wasn't right. I think I've typed everything correctly there. Oh, last character was wrong. How about that? And we submit it. It's successfully submitted. I did something wrong with the previous one. So I have now submitted a new sitemap to Google Search Console. I'm going to X out of that. I'm going to switch over now to Google. The Bing console, and in this case I want Bing Webmaster, and come down to Bing Webmaster Tools, and it should bring up my particular, I already established an account with them, already established that. Here I'm going to do sitemaps. It's a very similar process. I'm going to submit a new sitemap. And again, I type in the location. I think I have it correct this time. And I should be able to submit it. Success. So I've now uploaded and it's processing, and it shows 648 pages. If I had shown you, and I could have, when I did a sitemap, it indicated the total number of pages. These are HTML pages that was discovered. They're not images, they're just pages. So while I'm here, I will look at, this is on Bing, and you have various options on Bing. You can look at it. Now I am up on Bing, and I'll show you. I have some of it correct, some of it is not. Here's backlinks, and it'll show you these are the backlinks that I have, that my server name, my website name is on other websites, and they are pointing back to my website. All these sorts of, there's currently 8 referring domains and 10 pages link back to one or more pages on my website. Those are backlinks. Some of these are no longer valid. If I were to look at them, let's see, I don't know what this is, Crown and welcome, I don't know, Crown Resorts. Why in the world they have a backlink to me, I do not know. But some backlinks here, source domain, let's see, backlinks, any site, CMS Wedge, Bacon Blade, backlinks to your page. Here's let's see if I can get another one to come up. I'm going to open a new tab. Well, see what the backlink has to say. Oh, that one is now dead. Whatever that was is not valid anymore. So most likely could delete it, invalid. Book Life, let me see this one. And somewhere on this page it will show a backlink to me. I published a book, so it's probably down in here somewhere. But there is a backlink on this page to me, and that's a valid backlink. You can put a disavow on backlinks. I don't believe that Bing search tools use it. There is under configuration, you can set crawl control, block URLs. That you can do that. Under tools and enhancements, you can robot.text tester, and I will do that. And this shows the content of my current robots.txt. It is a text file, so this is just ASCII typed code put into my robots.txt, and Bing reads it. This is an identical robots.txt file that I have submitted also to Google. You're going to want to create a robot.txt file, and you see it sets at the root of your home directory for your web page. And these I'm blocking. It's got disallow. I don't want Bing to crawl these pages. They no longer exist. I changed names. They did other things. They're no longer valid. What I did provide at the very bottom is where the location sitemap is on my website. Not only did I submit the website directly to Bing and directly to Google, but I also have it in robots.txt. I can't predict when either Bing or Google is going to crawl and whether they'll ever look at the sitemap, but I want to make sure they know how to get to it from the robots.txt. They obviously are looking at it because they are no longer crawling some of these old folders. So that's kind of, I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to go back to my Google Search Console, and this will come up. And one of the things that you'll see again, if you come down here, I'm going to look at pages. This is indexing pages. This was last updated on the 24th. It's kind of surprising to me, and I'm going to show you something that I found. If I come up and look at notifications, it'll say failed issues. If I look at this message, it'll say duplicate without user selected conical. I'm going to view issue details. Now, here it says duplicate without user. It says 568 pages. Now, last crawled, if I reverse it, you'll see one here has not been crawled since June 19th of 2023. So if I click this particular guy, it's gonna look to see if it exists. It did not find it. I'm going to do a live test on it. Not available to Google. So here's an example where it says I have a conical. I have 2 duplicate pages. And again, if I look at that, I come down here and I go last crawled. There's a 23 page here that doesn't exist, and yet it's showing up here as a duplicate issue. That's some of the things you'll run into. If I just go back to pages, I go back to notifications. There was another one here that, and let me see what this one has to say. Discovered, currently not indexed, which currently affects 47 pages. That's what it says. I want to see validation flow context. This says 47 pages. Discovered, currently not indexed. See, if I see the flow, it'll show 47 pages. And what I want to do is go back to pages. And this was what shows right here. And this was pages crawled, not indexed. It's still showing right here 1,300 crawled, not indexed. If I look at my notifications, discovered, currently not indexed. I think that's the same thing. And I was looking at down here, discovered, currently not indexed. Oh, it is showing 47. Okay, so if I look at that and I see the details, I can look. These are all listed. Last crawled, not applicable for some reason. Pending. I don't know why that is at this particular case. I can do 500 of them. Oh, and they're all saying not applicable. Now, most all of these are in fact valid. I don't know. NA means they passed. I'm not really sure at this point. Again, I had a tangled mess. So again, I'm just showing you as I move around in Google Search Console and in the Bing Webmaster Tools, various things you can do. And up here, I'm at the domain level. And one of the things that I tend to do is I do a search. This is Google, and I do a live test on that knowledge. That should be a valid web folder, and it's now, Google is now searching it to see if it is in fact true. Available to them. It is available to them. If I look at Google Index, it is not in the current Google Index, so I request a re-indexing. And it should now find and re-index that particular subfolder. And this is only because I've scrambled things up so bad. And that's really enough of this. I'll go back to my home screen. And this is playing around with how I publish to my server, how I checked my server or website, how I created a sitemap, what a robots text file looks like. You just use Notepad or any other text-oriented editor to do that. Going on to Google Search Console, going on to the Bing Webmaster Tools, and looking at the status of things. One of the things that I need to emphasize if you're going to try to put anything up on any search engine is it takes a long time for them to do it. Crawls, they don't crawl the whole thing at one time. They crawl it in hunks. If they find a problem, they stop crawling. They report it to you, so they don't do a complete crawl of a particular folder. It could take literally months to unscramble, like I scrambled, my website. So you want to make sure your website is clean as possible before you ever submit it to Google or Bing. Now, if it's on a server, eventually Google and Bing are going to find it unless you somehow hide it. If you can have a test location, maybe another name, a prefix that you keep, such as https://crude.ronsoft.com. That should create a domain alias, if you will, a domain where you could keep everything on a website, and then when you're all done, you could eliminate that whole domain and it would be gone from Google. And others. I didn't realize I could do that, and I think webmasters, people who do this for a living, do it that way. They create a phony or an alias sort of website, and they run all their link checkers and their sitemap checkers. Of course, you can't use it. You can run a check on it, but it won't be right for the one you want. But eventually you can port over to the actual domain that you want and then submit that to the search engines and create your sitemap off of that. That's enough of this. It's too long as always, but hopefully you gain something out of it. Bye for now.